Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the GC Informer, the show where Snowy and Vox attempt to entertain and inform you, but ultimately fail. For today's episode, I was going to have my brother co-host with me, however, we recorded it 3 times. I'm not at my house, so I don't have my DSLR, and things just were not working out, so I'm going to be recording solo, unfortunately. But anyways, we have a bunch of news to get into, so let's get right into it. The Destiny 2 console open beta finally has a release date. Now, PC players don't have an open beta date yet, which is really weird, but the game is coming out almost a month later, so I guess it makes sense that maybe the beta will be a month later for PC players. We'll have to see on that one. But for console players, the beta is July 21st to July 23rd, and then pre-order players will get a specific earlier date based on which console you pre-order on. PlayStation 4 gets July 18th, and Xbox One gets July 19th. It will include the first story mission, a strike that you can play, and then the competitive mode countdown. Now, I played Destiny 2 back at E3, and let me tell you, if no one had told me I was playing Destiny 2, I would have thought I was still playing the first game, which is okay, you know, if it ain't broken, don't fix it type thing, but I could see that being concerning for some players. But I know other players are like, yeah, this is the Destiny that we've always wanted, which is cool. However, you already spent $120 on the first game to try and get the Destiny you've always wanted, and now you're going to be doing that again with the second game because they have that expansion pass coming, which is the exact same thing as the first one, where it has the expansion pass 1 and expansion pass 2, getting the content there, and then there'll probably be more content afterwards that you have to fork over extra for. Thrilling, isn't it? Yesterday, my man Vox reported on rumors of Doomfist finally coming into Overwatch. Well, it has been confirmed that he is here now on the PTR if you're a PC player. Console players, you won't get to try him out just yet. However, based on past experience, most PTR updates only last for a week or 2 before coming into the full game, so you won't have to wait too long, plus we'll get a bug-free version of the update. Doomfist is supposedly an aggressive character, which is great because we need more people not learning how to heal, don't we? So 2017 has sort of been a year of ultra-hard modes coming to games. Now, we saw it first with The Legend of Zelda, with its DLC, with its hard mode that's apparently very difficult and very fleshed out. Now we're getting the same thing with the uber-popular Horizon Zero Dawn. The update that brings the ultra-hard difficulty also brings with it a New Game Plus mode. New Game Plus players will obviously be able to play through the same game again, but the level cap will stay at 50. However, this time around you will have upgraded versions of weapons and armor that you had in the first game, and these upgraded versions will be very expensive and will take a long time to get, so I assume you'll be spending most of your playthrough trying to get those items. Now, I'm a big fan of 100%ing a lot of games and playing through them on the hardest difficulty the first time around, assuming that difficulty isn't overly ridiculous. However, I can't really see myself going back to a game I've already completed. You know, it's out of my head, out of my mind. I don't really need to go back and do it, especially a game like Horizon Zero Dawn that takes 60 to 80 hours on an average playthrough, and on the hardest difficulty, that's going to take even longer, just for one trophy. Obviously, that depends on who you are and how much you love the game that's giving you this option. But for those who want to have a go at it, it's going to be there for you as the update is free. And last but not least for today's news, so the Xbox One X was announced back at Microsoft's E3, and with it was a list of games that are going to be getting 4K enhancements. Weirdly enough, Halo, Microsoft's flagship franchise, was not on that list. However, 343 has come out and said that Halo 5 will be getting the 4K enhancements. They just didn't have it ready at that time, but it's all fixed and working now, which is great. But I just don't see myself getting an Xbox One X just for these 4K enhancements. Alongside that, you also need to be getting a 4K TV, which is expensive as hell. Now, it's important to note that the Xbox One X does enhance games on 1080p TVs, but you really, if you're buying the console, you're going to want to go for the 4K experience. There's really no point in getting this powerful console when you can't even utilize the best aspect about it. At that point, you might as well be getting a PC. But also, if you're going to be getting a 4K TV and the Xbox One X, you still might as well be getting a PC. You know, Microsoft is kind of in a weird place with this sort of thing. It's great for those who still just don't really care about the 4K resolution, and honestly, I'm one of those people. Like, I like 1080p, it's pretty, but at the end of the day, I just want my game to run well and be fun. Alongside this news was the announcement that Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 4, and Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary will be coming to Xbox One's backwards compatibility. This is because of Halo 3's 10th anniversary celebration. Even though they aren't remaking Halo 3 or anything like that, this is sort of their callback. But it's also kind of funny because they're doing this even though the Master Chief Collection exists. They're kind of acting like it doesn't exist, but this is fair also because the multiplayer on that game still just doesn't work. In addition to this, Halo 5 is going to be getting a Halo 3 throwback playlist, which consists of maps from Halo 3 but recreated in Forge mode by other players. There's also going to be some gameplay changes that are reminiscent of Halo 3. However, what those aren't clear yet. I'm assuming there's going to be like maybe no sprinting and no clamoring and that sort of stuff because Halo 3 didn't have a lot of that stuff. Halo 3 was walking around. A lot of the guns weren't even that viable, if you remember correctly. Anyways, I'm excited for that because Halo 3 is my favorite game of all time. Absolutely love it. Anyways, thanks you guys for checking out today's episode of the GC Informer. Make sure you check out the GameCast channel for all of our content. You know, we do podcasts, let's plays, opinion pieces, all sorts of stuff. Also, if you want to check out my personal information, that is down in the description below. Thanks again for watching GC Informer, guys. Stay tuned to GameCast for all of your gaming needs.